for today's Sound Off, we bring you our kababayan, Coach Eric Spoelstra, who sat down with our correspondent, Paolo Del Rosario, to talk about the Heat culture, Jimmy Butler, and Big Face Coffee.
You talked about the sincere love in that locker room that you guys have, and it feels like that is a big factor in what you guys came up with in Game 3, especially with Bam and Goran out and basically you guys being shorthanded. Can you talk a bit about the mental aspect that you guys have developed and the sincere feelings that you have for each other, especially in that bubble environment wherein you've been locked in together for so long?
Yeah, you need a level of mental toughness and mental stability and a connectedness from a group. Our group is really close, and we've been through a lot, just like everybody, that experienced 2020. And I think how that translates to our group on the court is, they genuinely feel a responsibility to each other. They don't want to let each other down. They hold each other accountable. They want to play really well, and not just for themselves. They want to do it for something bigger than themselves, and that's special. That's unique. It always helps, if guys get along, but I don't know if that guarantees anything on the court. It's more about that accountability and responsibility to each other. The stuff behind the scenes is just the experience that we're all going to remember. Going through this bubble really has been extraordinary. We're all going to remember this for the rest of our lives.
Coach, if you do win the chip, will you bring Big Face Coffee here to the Philippines for everyone to enjoy?
You know what? Yes, I will. I'll make that deal with you guys. I had my first cup of Big Face Coffee a couple days ago. I had been drinking Little Face Coffee before that. You just walk by, yeah. So
oh, did he?
I'll get my Little Face Coffee T-shirt.
Well, you know what? I'm gonna take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it, and that it is worth the price. And I'm telling you right now, it's gonna sell big here in the Philippines for sure.
I know it will. Yeah.
Yeah, and
if he does that and he brings it to the Philippines, I want a steak of some Big Face in the Philippines. He can take some of it over. He can take 100% over here. But if it goes to the Philippines, I should get a steak.
All right, so like what Isaac mentioned, Coach Eric Spoelstra has been here, done that. For you guys, do you think Coach Eric Spoelstra lives up to the hype? Start with you, Isaac.
I guess so. Yes. He's had a history. He used to start at the video level, and he's made his way to head coach. So not a lot of players, not a lot of coaches have that route, become head coaches. So he's been there, he's done that, he has all the work experience, all the knowledge. And he's proved it over time that, okay, I can win with stars, and now I'm going to challenge teams without superstars.
All right, and Coach Charles, like you're a head coach, and I do believe, when you become a head coach, you don't really have to go to school for this, you don't need to any proper training. For you to be a coach or become like one of the well-known and a championship coach, what does it take to be like an Eric Spoelstra?
Well, for Coach Eric Spoelstra, we can all see, as Isaac said, he put in the work. He paid his dues. He learned from being a video coordinator, making it all the way up. And to work for a guy like Pat Riley and last this long to earn his trust says a lot about him. So he's put in the work. He has a great relationship with all the players. You can see with how even guys like Dwayne Wade, Chris Bosh, even LeBron James, how they talk about Coach Spo. And to me, the fact that he's able to maximize the talent of all his guys, to get them to play this well, to come up with schemes that you can say are, throw monkey wrenches to the game plans of other teams. I mean, it says a lot about him, considering, and we can say in almost all of the series, especially if you just take a look at this playoffs alone, you can say that the Heat would have been underdogs pretty much every time. Yet, they found a way to make it to the NBA Finals, and it was great. That's a testament to how good Coach Spo is.
Oh, very well said. And for the brothers, on the lighter side of things, ano ba yung Big Face Coffee? What is that? Is this a Jimmy Butler thing? Is this his business?
Well, siguro masyado kasing tight yung schedule, di ba, sa bubble. So para maging mas light lang, gustong kumita rin ni Jimmy Butler ng pera kahit na lahat na sila milyonaryo.
Kailangan pa ba nila kumita? Pero mahal lang kape niya, di ba?
Mahal pero yun nga, wala kasi siguro nagtitimpla ng masarap na kape doon. So nagtimpla siya ng sarili niya kape. So ayos yun, di ba? Kumikita ka ng milyon-milyon, meron ka pang extra income. At the same time, nag-enjoy rin siya kasi nauuto niya yung mga tao doon.
Do you think this is do you think this is a way to psych the players? Na I'm a good person, don't go too hard on me in the game. Let me score my 40 points. Let me get this dub. What do you think, Bea?
think so. I think maybe he just really loves coffee.
Maybe.
Maybe he just really loves coffee and he wants to share it with everybody else. But you know what, actually, Andre? In the interview of Paolo earlier, he asked Eric Spoelstra if he was willing to bring in that kind of coffee here in the Philippines. Would you guys buy it though?
Of course. Of course.
But how much would you guys buy it for?
Ex-deal na lang.
Magaling ka dyan.
Collab na lang,
Post mo
collab.
na lang. Makakatulong eh. Ex-deal na lang.
But
ex-deal.
I agree. I think it would sell here in the Philippines, especially if it's from Jimmy Butler, right?
I agree.
Right? All right.
Never miss any of the action, whether it be on the court or off the court. Stay up to date with everything NBA via live stream on NBA Smart with NBA Smart Signature plans hefty data allocation.